motorcyclist's worst fucking nightmare right there. Damn deer darting out. It's that time of year, folks. They're moving. So with that, what's up, guys? Hope you guys had a good turkey day. Figured I'd do a little riding while it's a little bit warm. It's still real cold, but it's bearable. It says stop, not park. I hate fall and winter for two reasons. One is it gets cold as hell, and two, the sun sets at damn 5:30 in the afternoon. I can imagine living out west. It's ridiculous. Whoever came up with daylight savings times need to be shot. You guys ever wonder where your M&Ms and Snickers and Twix bars are made? Boom! Right there, right here in my hometown. Smells like chocolate around here a lot of the time. I remember this used to be the back entrance to the mall. It's no longer there. Don't you do it. You know, it's funny. The town I live in, when I was growing up, this town was so small. The population was like 10,000, I think, even if that. Now it's like 120, 130,000. This town exploded. We get a lot of feed off of Chattanooga because we're so close. So people who live in Cleveland work in Chattanooga. I did that for about 5 years. That got old. And sometimes it sucks being from a small town and it blow up like it did. The traffic here is ridiculous now in the afternoons in certain areas. But we had a huge population boom in the early 2000s. Thanks to a lot of industry that came here. Whirlpool bought out Maytag, expanded their manufacturing, then Volkswagen came, and then Walker, and then Amazon. So a lot of manufacturing jobs moved here, and it brought the people with them. I remember when Volkswagen made the announcement that they were going to start building in Chattanooga. I had a neighbor move in next to me right here in Cleveland from Detroit, Michigan. So a lot of northerners moved down here to follow the auto industry since a lot was being shut down up north. And then when Walker announced that they were going to spend like $3 billion in a facility, and that plant is huge. It's a monster. That brought in even more people. Like the rent, that drove the rent through the roof. Because there were so many construction workers staying here, they were paying by the week. And I'm talking like $200–300 a piece a week for a fully furnished apartment. Ridiculous. You stay in a hotel cheaper. But yeah, we have seen such a huge growth here in Cleveland that it don't even feel like a small town anymore. I always tell everybody it's like the biggest small town you'll ever live in. There's a lot of history in this town, though. It's pretty cool. There's some urban legends that I don't know if anyone that's watching this is familiar with the urban legend Tall Betsy, but that's around an actual person, Betsy Craigsmiles. And Cleveland actually has a story in one of the what is it called? It's like the Haunting books. And it's about little Nina Craigsmiles. The Craigmile family is one of the first early families that founded or settled here in Cleveland, and they were very wealthy and well off. They were in the shipping industry. I'll take you guys by Nina Craigmile's grave. And there it is, folks. Nina Craigmile's. That's where she's buried with her mother, father, and grandfather. So anyway, the Craigmile family had a lot of that was red. People don't pay attention. The Craigmile family had a lot of heartbreak. I don't think any of their children made it to adulthood, and the father ended up dying pretty young too, from what I remember. Let's see if we can get a little jump in here. Oh, that was horrible. Horrible. Let's do it again. On weekends, they bring a cop car and sit it right there so people won't steal shit. There we go. That was a lot better. Ooh, that would have been horrible. Go back this way. They just discovered by Lee University a set of tunnels that run underground, and they seem to think that's where they stored gold and supplies during the Civil War. But from what I've heard years ago, that the part of the system, that the network of tunnels was used for the Underground Railroad. Matter of fact, it ran actually to the railroad station somewhere right through here. Now I know that doesn't make it part of the Underground Railroad, but from what I understand, there is a entry point somewhere around this old train station. I have no idea where it would be. I'd like to though, because boy, it'd be fun as hell to get these Groms down in there. Where are you going? Nice blinker. Good job. Don't hit that big pothole and park the Grom in. Yeah, but Lee University has, I don't know, it is 10 times bigger than it was when I was a kid. None of this stuff even belonged to Lee. They have been buying up all this land around here. Land, churches. They're annexed one of the old city schools. They have built dorms. Huge campuses. This thing is a monster now. From what I understand, it's one of the top universities, well, top private universities in the U.S. It's also one of the most expensive, and that's why I chose not to go here. I think it's $15,000 to $16,000 a semester now. Ridiculous. Education should not put you in the poorhouse. So as most of you probably already know, if you've been here a while, I just graduated college this year in May with my associates, and I started my bachelor's program this August. And I decided to go with a different university because I have to do one online because of my work schedule. Student at Tribeca Nazarene University out of Nashville, Tennessee. I will graduate again in April of 2020. So I'll be done for now. Unless I want to go back and get my master's, but I'm going to have whoever I work for pay for that. I'm not paying for any more out of pocket. The cost of education in this country is a joke. I'm not saying we should get it for free, but hyperinflation on education is ridiculous. But I'll give it to Tribeca. They make it affordable for my bachelor's program. It's only going to cost me $16,000. And that's for everything, books included. I'll be a dick and go around. Sun's starting to set. I figure I'll just head home. Woo! I'm surprised I ain't ripped my damn exhaust off yet. Old stomping grounds. We used to live in that apartment. It's run down now. So that's gonna go ahead and end this video. I'm just fucking with you. So that's gonna conclude today's adventure. It's just randomness. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you're new here, click subscribe. Come hang out with us again. We truly appreciate it. But as always, you guys have a great day. I will catch you later. Killjoy out.